Hola mi gente, MsMalcolmHughes here. Welcome back. Today I am coming to tell you all the books that I will be reading in March. So let's get right into it. First off, happy Women's History Month. I posted a book review of the newest books in my collection by women for Women's History Month, so check that out. But today we're getting into the books that I will be reading during this month. So one of the books I'll be reading this month is titled Carmen and Grace by Melissa Cos Aquino. And here's what it's about. Carmen and Grace have been inseparable since they were little girls. More like sisters than cousins, survivors of a childhood marked by neglect and addiction and a system that never valued them. For too long, all they had was each other. That is, until Doña Durca swept into their lives and changed everything, taking Grace into her home, providing stability and support, and playing an outsized role in Carmen's upbringing too. Durca is more than a beneficent force in their Bronx neighborhood though. She's also the leader of an underground drug empire, a larger-than-life matriarch who understands the vital importance of taking what power she can in a world too often ruled by violent men. So, when Durca dies suddenly under mysterious circumstances, Carmen and Grace's lives are thrown into chaos. Grace has been primed to take over and has grand plans to expand the business. While Carmen is ready to move on from the shadow of Durca and her high expectations, and most of all, from always looking over her shoulder in fear. She's also harboring a secret. She's pregnant and starting to show, and desperate to build a new life before the baby arrives. But how can Carmen leave the only family she's ever known? This tight sisterhood of women known as the DOD, a group of lost girls turned skilled professionals under Durca's guiding hand, all bonded in their spirituality and merciless support for one another, especially now when outside threats are circling and Grace's plans are speeding recklessly forward. As tough and tender as its main characters, Carmen and Grace will grab readers from the first page with its raw beauty, depth of feeling, and heart-pounding plot. A moving meditation on the choices of women and the legacy of violence. It's a devastatingly wise and intimate story about the bonds of female friendship, ambition, and found family. So that is one I am reading in March. It sounds so good. I'm very excited to check it out. Let me know if y'all have read it or heard of it. Let me know in the comments below. The next book that I'm planning to read is titled Jubilee by Margaret Walker. I recently posted a poem reading that I did of one of her works for my people up on the channel. And I told you all I was going to read one of her works, and this is the one. Here is what it's about. Jubilee tells the story of Viry, the child of a white plantation owner and his black mistress. Viry bears witness to the antebellum South in both its opulence and its brutality, its wartime ruin, and the promises of Reconstruction. Weaving her own family's oral history with 30 years of research, Margaret Walker brings the everyday experiences of slaves to light in a novel that churns with the hunger, the hymns, the struggles, and the very breath of American history. Totally looking forward to that one. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I told you all I have recently really gotten into the Chicago Black Renaissance writers. Margaret Walker is one of them, and I cannot wait to check it out. All right, the next 3 books that I will be reading in March are holdovers from February that I did not finish because it was a busy month and time got away from me. But let's talk about them. I won't give the full rundown because you can check that out in the February Reads video. But I will tell you what they are again. We have Their Eyes Are Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. One I'm looking forward to. Still in the early stages of this book, but I am planning to read it this month. So excited about it. It's a classic, so only heard great things. Also reading Shoutin in the Fire, An American Epistle by Dante Stewart. This one, listen, this one has me feeling a lot. So I'm excited to finish it and come talk about it with y'all. Last but not least, we have The Blood Gift by N.E. Davenport. One that I am making my way through. You know, I haven't flown through it as fast as I anticipated, but I am continuing to go. Slow and steady will win this race. But I can't wait to finish it and come talk about it with you all. This is the end to the duology. So I most definitely want to see what happens with Akenna and the gang. Those are the books that I'm reading in March. If you've read them, let me know below. What are y'all reading? I'm always interested in new works. That's it for me, y'all. Until the next one, I am MsMalcolmHughes, one who believes that books are sometimes better than people. Please remember to give time, to be kind to each other, and to have the very best day of your life on purpose. Peace. Odabo. Adios. Ciao.